Hello everybody, welcome to the video. It's been a while since I've uploaded. Been on holiday, been in the sun, enjoying a bit of downtime, if you know what I'm saying. This was actually released on my time while I was at holiday. So now I'm back off holiday and I'm back on the grind. Digimon Adventures 02 D3 25th Color Evolution. I did get all three variants. So you got Davis and Ken, but you also got the Pyodramon one. The Pyodramon one I'll unbox on a separate video. I got these through a proxy website called One Map, aka from Japan. And it was pretty easy to get off there. All I did was get the premium Bandai link, added it to that website, and then I just put a screenshot of what versions I wanted. And yeah, I managed to order them. And on the 29th of July, the proxy warehouse received it. But like I said, I was on holiday, so I left it at the warehouse for a bit. And then about 4 days before I was coming home from holiday, I arranged shipping from the warehouse to here in the UK. I received it a day after returning. So I'm recording this literally a day after returning from holiday. So let's get on with the unboxing itself. First, I'll unbox the Davis version. These models didn't come with anything. The standard model on the previous Digivice colors of the OG Digivice came with TCG card, whereas these, they come with nothing but the charger and the device itself. But yeah, let's unbox Ken version as well. That's both devices unboxed. So yeah, I'll just go over a bit of the build now. They do feel a bit more sturdier, a bit more like better quality than the previous Japanese models. They do look a bit bigger, so in a second I'll get my other devices and compare them. But one thing that I've noticed, this port cover here, it seems to get stuck sometimes when you're pulling it up. So I don't know if that's going to cause a problem in the future, but you see sometimes it's a bit stiff to pull it down as well. Not a massive fan of that port cover. I would have rather the similar type of port cover, the rubber cover that they did on the previous Digivice color, the OG Digivice. Same with this one. So that's something that could probably break over time. And that's something you do all the time is you charge it. But overall, it looks nice. Personally, is one of my favorite shaped Digivices out of all the anime. Before I turn these on, let's do a comparison with some of the OG Digivices. So here's the D3 version 15 Pyodramon colors. And you can see the new D3 color is bigger than the OG Japanese devices. And they are thicker as well. The thickness is not by much, but you can definitely tell this one is much bigger. Obviously, the screen is going to be bigger. But yeah, you can just tell like the device itself is bigger. I've got an OG D3 English in Ken's colors. As you can see again, the new one is obviously going to be bigger and it's going to be thicker. And obviously the screen is much different on the English one. We only got this little small screen, but don't get it twisted. It might have had this small screen, but this Digivice gameplay was much better than the Japanese gameplay. The sprites on the Japanese ones are better, but still had the better gameplay on the English devices. This is obviously going to be thicker and bigger because it's got a bigger screen in it. It's got more technology in it and it's got an inbuilt battery. Let's get these devices on and start playing with these now. There we are, just like the previous device, the music will be playing in the background. Instead of the bottom button like last time, is the top button that turns off the music. You hold it and it'll turn off. Second button, if you hold it, it'll have a voice. Shake it, he'll move just like the first Digivice color. Now before I go into the menus, I'll just show this off. If you press this button here, it will go into the picnic table mode, where you can go through the items you've unlocked. The play mode, where also it will show like a football if you've unlocked the football and other items that you unlock. And then the camp mode. If you've had the previous Digivice, this is just a novelty thing, you know, like a more of a chill out. So it's kind of like for the content creators, but this doesn't, you know, affect anything within the game. And then if you come out of that and then press the bottom one, this will show, you know, how much of the area you cleared, how much steps you've done altogether. And that's it. Before I go into menus, quickly turn on the black one as well. Quick mention here, this is spoilers for 02 if you've not watched it, but at the start Ken is actually the Digimon Emperor, so he would not be unlocked on this device. Even though it's Ken's color, he would not be unlocked. You have to just deal with the first 5 Digidestins that are on this device. For this one I'm gonna pick Cody. We just had an abrupt cut off on the video there. Technical issues. Phone's memory was full and it stopped recording. I didn't realize, so I was going through the menus and everything like that, and it was such a headache. So last night I did empty out my phone because I did a lot of pictures on my holiday. So I did empty out my phone and made more storage so I can record more. But I didn't carry on recording last night. So now is the next day and we're back. And I'm going to show off the menus. I did play a lot on this device during the day and I've gone through quite a few areas, but I've also learned a couple things on this device, so that's a good thing. But I'll just carry on where I left off. I was about to show off the menus of the device, so let's go into the menus. Now you see Kari there with me. It's because I did leave this on me, so it actually completed the first event, but I didn't go any further. I did go quite far on this one here. If we go into menu, so the first options in the menu will be Digimon. Here you have 2 options, partner and friend. I'll tell you about friend first. Friend is basically Digimon that you have battles with. You unlock them as a friend. They can help you within battles. They give you an extra attack after your initial attack. Also, you can use friends in connection battles as well, as a standalone Digimon. And our partner Digimon has got more options within it. You'll be able to change. Obviously, at the moment, I can't change because I'm with Kari. So you can change your Digimon partner and Digidestin. Like I said before, at the start, you only have the 5 that are unlocked. Next, you have Digivolution. So this will show all the Digivolutions you have unlocked. As you know, I picked Vmon on this device and I've not gone any further than that. Then you got Bond. And if you click on it, you can see I've got no Bond at the moment because I've not done any battles with Vmon. And this is for the natural Digivolution, the non-Armour Digivolution. So when you fill that up, he will Digivolve into X-Vmon. You will fill up one of these with every battle you win. And when you've got all, you'll be able to Digivolve. And then after that, the next option is Digimentals. So Digimentals is the Digi-Eggs that you unlock via search. I'm going to go into search and training a bit more later when I'm showing off the gameplay. That's all the options under Digimon. So the next one is going to be map. Now compared to the previous color Digivice, the OG one, the areas are a bit different on this one. It won't show the map of the area, it just has a picture and you click in it and it'll have event and battle and then obviously stuff that you've not unlocked yet. It doesn't seem as big as the previous Digivice was, whereas you had the area. Once you go into the area, you had the little different points and within them points you have different events and battles, I think up to 6 or 5 of them. Next we got training. Training is where you train, and then you'll be able to unlock Digimental search points. But you won't be able to train straight away. You need to accumulate steps, and every 300 steps you'll be able to train. Once you can train, you'll be able to accumulate some Digimental search points, and then you'll be able to use that in this menu, which is search. And it takes 30 Digimental search points to do one search. I'll go more into this and I'll show it off a little bit when I get into the gameplay. Next you have link, where you can link with another D3 and battle it, and then you can face any other color device like the OG Digivice color, a DMC, which is the Digimon color VPET, and the pendulum colors, so you'll be able to battle them on this device as well. Next is recover, and recover is when your Digimon loses a battle, you'll be injured, you just come to this option and it will recover your Digimon. Play mode, if you've had the previous Digivice you will know what this is, but play mode is where you can see cutscenes of the Digivolution, sounds from the actual series itself. If I go into it, you see like you get some audio, and it has music as well. Just to play the music, just press that. So I'll go out of it so I don't get any copyright. After, it says here boss. So my guess is it's going to be boss cutscenes, and you'll be able to watch the boss cutscenes here, and then you'll be able to view the ending cutscenes as well. Next, you're going to have settings. In settings, volume, your display brightness, vibration toggle, your clock settings, and your step speed. Now here you can change the step speed to ×5, so it's a bit faster for you to complete the game. Next is power off. So this is just to power off the device. Now we've done all the menus, let's show a bit of gameplay. Let's shake a little bit and then show the first event. A couple things there. You saw the event was with the previous Digidestin tie, just a bit like the show, so it had a little interaction. You don't know what they're saying in that interaction, but if you've watched the show you can kind of use your imagination. The second thing, you saw that I got an item at the end there. It wasn't an unlock item, it's basically a CRT TV, and what a CRT TV does is have another Digidestin follow you while you're doing your steps. This is another important thing. Once you've done an event or battle, it comes back to this screen. If you just exit out of it, you'll still be in the same event. So you just got to go in, go to the next, and then click on that, and you'll be able to do it. So it's going to go straight into the battle, because at one point I did get a laptop which reduces the steps to 0. Now I can show off the battle straight away. So we're facing Gazimon. Let's go. So just like the previous Digivice, you got button bash, shake, and button combinations for battles. And we're obviously picking Digimon. The first battle done. As you saw, Kari helped me with that because she was actually following me. The battles are exactly the same as the previous Digivice color, and you saw that at the end I unlocked Gazimon as a friend, so now I can go into my friends menu and then you see I got Gazimon there, and if I put it as favorite by just clicking this, he can now help me within battles. Just like how Kari helped, you get like an extra attack from your friend. So, but you have to put the Digimon as favorite and then it will help you. It doesn't help you every single time, but sometimes it will come in and give you a hand. So now I can show training mode and then show you the Digimon search. Now you can see up there, if you've not got enough steps, that start up there will be grayed out. Because I've got 300 steps, I'm able to now do one training. Now bear in mind, if you get a successful training, you get 10 Digimentals. But if you fail, you lose the 300 steps and you don't get nothing. Now this is also like battles where you got the shaking, button bash and button combination. It's done before the attack, whereas in a battle you will attack and the other Digimon will attack, and then you do the button combination or the button bash. So let me show you quickly. So I have to shake this one. So we have a successful training and we got 10 Digimentals. I'm going to do a bit more off camera so I can get 30 Digimental search points, and then I'll be able to show you how search works. So now I've done enough training and I've got 40 Digimental search points. Before I show off, I'll tell you one thing. This is to search for Digimentals, or aka Digi Armour eggs. But you're not going to get that every single time. So sometimes you'll get an item, sometimes you'll get a battle, and obviously sometimes you'll get a Digi egg. But you won't get the whole egg, you will get a fragment of it. So it takes 3 fragments to complete an egg. So if we just go and press this button to do the search. So you see there, we just got an item. So the box that unlocked is for the camping zone. Like I said, in the Digimon search, they're the kind of things you'll unlock. It's pretty much random. I've not seen no pattern. One thing I noticed, when you do the search and you see them little like blips come up, if you've got a Digi egg, you will see a load of them blips on the last page of them blips, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay and the extra features that the previous Digivice didn't have. So I'm going to play a little bit more and come back once I complete a little bit more and unlock a Digi egg. I'll show off a Digi Armour evolution. Come back to you in a sec.
5 hours later.
So after some grind, and when I mean some grind, I'm talking about some proper grind, I've managed to unlock my first Digimentals on this device. So I'm going to do a battle and then show you the Digivolution. We're battling Unimon. For this battle, you have to shake to power up. Now I'll show you. If you just go this way, we got Flame Dramon, or in Japanese, Flare Dramon. That's pretty much most of the gameplay. I've showed you the core gameplay of the device. Obviously, it gets more exciting the more you get into the story mode. These devices are very nostalgic, you know. I think that's the main selling point. They sell because they're very nostalgic to people that grew up with Digimon 01 or 02. Me personally, I really love these Digivices. Now, I've already mentioned the build. You know, I'm not really fond of the way the sliding door thing is here. For the charging slot, you know, the dust cover for the charging slot is a bit finicky. But another thing is the power button. Sometimes you're pressing it and it just won't register. And I think it's because it just doesn't reach the board itself. So you have to kind of have to press it hard to put it to sleep. And then you have to like hold it to wake it back up. But you have to give it a nice hard press for it to register. So it's not a massive thing, but it is a bit finicky and does get a bit annoying sometimes. Gameplay, I really love the previous gameplay, and the extra features just adds that grind to it. I don't mind games and stuff like that with nice grind in it, you know, where you have to put work towards it. Also, another thing about the build is I like these buttons. They're much better for the button bash in battles. The previous devices, the buttons are a bit squidgy. When you're facing them hard bosses, it was very difficult with this previous device because of how squidgy these buttons are. But on this one, the buttons are a bit more firm. Similar material, but more firm. So it's much easier to get the taps in that you need. Might be things out there that people are not going to like some people don't like the grind. I personally do, but I thought I'd show off a couple of these things to show you how different this device is in some ways, but pretty similar it is to the previous color device. Is it worth the price? If you're buying all three, it might not be worth the price. If you're buying it like me and you're importing it to the UK, you also get import charges, and it's definitely not worth it if you're getting them import charges on top. But if you're just getting one device, you're not going to get import charge on that in the UK, so it's definitely worth it if you're just doing that. I paid 57 quid import charge on these. It just up the price on these devices. I think I've given my honest opinion on these devices, and I think I've covered most of the things you need to know. If there's any questions you have, just let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, look out for my unboxing of the DX version. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you like Digimon, and as always, stay digital. Bye.
Digital World Order.